What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense. Just getting in. A little bit disappointed because I had a sweet tooth, and I decided I was going to stop by. My initial thought was Dairy Queen, but I know how busy they are, and I love Oreo Blizzards. And so I was about to pass by Sonic's, and I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to just go to Sonic, see what they have. I was going to get a slushie, but then I changed my mind when I got there because on the screen, as it was flashing all the different stuff, they had something called an Oreo a la mode. And it looks like an Oreo cookie, and they dip it in some kind of batter, and then they fry it up, and it comes with something else on the side that I guess you dip it in or whatever. And so I pulled up, and there was something going on at the picnic table area. I don't know if somebody was choking or, having some kind of problem or issue. But I noticed that I sat there for quite a few minutes, and finally somebody answered the speaker, and I was trying to order, and they act like they couldn't hear me. I didn't have my music on. My AC wasn't up. I turned the AC down, and they kept acting like they couldn't hear what I was saying. So finally, I leaned out the window and I said what I wanted. She rung my stuff up, and I paid for it right there at the little, the little speaker thing. You have a little thing you stick your card in. You pay for your whatever. It was $3 and some change. I sat there for probably 15 minutes. Then all of a sudden, the ambulance pulled up. Fire truck pulled up, so they're tending to whatever was going on, that issue outside. A few minutes after that, the little chick came to my window and said, "I'm sorry, sir, we're out of Oreos. We don't have the Oreo a la mode thing." And I'm like, huh? I literally sat here almost 25 minutes waiting on this thing from start till the time she came back to the window, and this person took my order, and you telling me that they didn't know that they didn't have this? I could have either ordered something else or I could have went on about my business. So she apologized, she went back, gave me a refund, and that's my issue right now. That is how I'm going to start this video. My issue with fast food restaurants. I can remember back when I was younger, fast food restaurants used to be just that. Fast food restaurants. You used to pull up to the speaker, order your food, go to the window, pay, boom, you gone. Nowadays, you got to sit at the speaker for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, wait on some lazy ass person who don't even really want to be there to take your order. And then 9 times out of 10, they're going to take your order wrong. You get around to the window, then you got to wait on somebody to take your money. And then when they finally do that, then you got to drive to the next window to pick up your food. And then if you don't check your food, 9 times out of 10, they either forgot to put something in the bag, or they fixed your sandwich wrong, or your fries are cold, or you ordered a large fry, and inside the large fry carton is a small fry. I don't understand what the problem is. If people don't want to work, then why work? Why even apply? That drives me fucking mad when I pull up to these places and they tell me, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're out of this," or "It's going to be a 20-minute wait or a 15-minute wait for this." I was in Savannah. I had just dropped off my kids. This was a few weekends back. I don't know if I told you guys this story, but I decided I wanted something sweet again. So I pull up to I had to literally, from where my kids are, to get to Krispy Kreme donut, and I love Krispy Kreme donuts, especially when the light is on. I'm pretty sure you guys know about Krispy Kreme donut. If you don't, you better find one, make sure that light is on outside, and get you some Krispy Kreme donuts, some fresh ones. So what happened was, damn, I make some good Kool-Aid. I could have got what I wanted. They probably wasn't going to be fresh, but I like the regular glazed donuts. So my friend she likes the apple fritters. So I was gonna grab 2 apple fritters for her, and then you know, be on my way. When I pulled up and ordered the apple fritters, guess what? No apple fritters. So I didn't even want none of the stuff. I just drove the fuck off. So now I'm coming up on Hardee's, and I say, you know what? Hardee's makes some pretty good apple pies. I used to work there. Let me go get some. I pull up. I ask for apple pies. No apple pies. So then I said, fuck it. I came all the way back to Brunswick, and I stopped somewhere else. Where did I stop? Somewhere else I stopped. No, I didn't stop that day. I ended up going, I think it was the following day, to Popeyes. And I got 3 apple pies. But, or 4 apple pies. That's what it was, 4 I believe. But anyway, that just pisses me off, man. The fact that these places don't care anymore. It's all about money. And it's all about, you know, it seems like it's all about catering to the kids that work there, and not the fact that the customer comes first. It's supposed to be about the speed of, you know what I'm saying, taking the order, fixing the food, bagging it up, getting people out of there. The customer service aspect of it. It's not where it's supposed to be. People want to argue with the customer when the customer is technically supposed to be always right, in which I never really agreed with that anyway, because there's been cases where the customer has been dead ass wrong, and a company will take that person's side just to keep their dollar and will get rid of you. It happened to me. I worked at Walmart years ago, and a customer came in drunk, and I was actually standing on the paper goods aisle helping another customer. And this guy came up, him and his old lady, and I guess he didn't like the fact that I had my pallet sitting off to the side of the aisle. It wasn't blocking anything. Damn, this thing is not charging. Hold on, guys. God, my charger don't want to work. Okay, so where was I? Oh, so I'm working at Walmart. I'm on the paper goods aisle. My pallet is off to the side, so people have more than enough room to get by. Me and the customer were standing off to the side, and this guy comes in, gets way down on the other end of the aisle, and calls me the N-word, that I need to move my shit out the fucking way. Now, mind you, I didn't know that there was a supervisor on the opposite aisle, and he was hearing the whole thing. So he could have vouched for me. But the dude got more belligerent and tried to come at me, so I took my smock off, and I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to damn near his ass. And that's when it got broken up by the supervisors or whatever. So I'm thinking I'm cool. Next day I come to work, I clock in, I'm on the aisle working. Next thing you know, they come get me, take me in the security office. I'm terminated. Why did they terminate me? Because I shouldn't have said anything to this customer. I should have just went and got management or whatever. And that should have been it. Which, I'm grown now. Yeah, that should have been the right thing to do instead of taking my smock off and whatever. But that customer was dead wrong for calling me out my name and trying me like that, especially in front of a customer. So, I don't know, guys. I'm just disappointed right now. I ended up actually having to go to Burger King. And let me show you. I don't know how many of you guys know. I've had 1 or 2 of these already before, not today, but before, and they're actually pretty damn good if you like chocolate. And what they are Hershey's Sundae pies, and I actually got 2 of those, and I I really didn't want that. I really wanted to try those Oreo joints, but it is what it is. Okay, so I've just wasted 10 minutes of you guys' time talking about personal stuff when you really want to hear about fragrance. So what I wore today is one I got in a trade with my man Matt. And if you don't know who Matt is, go and find Matt. His name is Georgia Gent on YouTube. He just started. I don't know exactly right now how many videos he has. When I subscribed to him that particular night, if y'all seen that video, he only had, I think, 2 videos up at the time. He may have more up now. I've been kind of busy, so I couldn't keep up. But I will check him out later on tonight, maybe. But check him out. But I got this one in a trade that same night, and I actually forgot about that one. I actually talked about Dior Homme, the Molecule 01, and some other stuff that I got from him. That bag of samples and stuff, and I forgot about this one. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you already know what it is. If you're following me on Instagram, you should know. If you're not a friend of mine or following me on Instagram, shame on you. Go find me on Instagram. And if you're not a friend of mine on Facebook, send me a friend request. Make sure you message me and let me know you're from my channel. If you do not do that, I cannot reiterate this. If you do not tell me, or I do not recognize your face from my YouTube channel, I will not friend you. So simple as that. Also, if you're not a subscriber to this channel and you just watching just to have something to do, shame on you again. Click that like button, hit the subscribe button also, share the video. Make sure when you ring the bell for notifications, you hit all, so you get all content uploaded by me on this channel. And we're off. The fragrance I wore today is from the house of Guerlain. And Guerlain actually makes some damn good fragrances. And I did not know just how good they were until I actually got my first Guerlain. And the one really right now that everybody is talking about is the Ideal Cologne, which it is a nice fragrance. The performance isn't the best. It's average. But this one is more on the masculine / elegant side. I actually like this one. It kind of surprised me a little bit. And I did get one compliment from a female today, but the very first compliment was from a coworker. And no, it's not Mr. Invictus. It's an older guy that works with us. His name is Johnny. And it was just me and him. He was already in the equipment room. I walked in, said what up, put my stuff up, and the first thing he said was, "Damn, Keith, what you got on today?" And I told him what, showed him the bottle, and he was like, "Damn." He said, that thing that caught my attention as soon as you came in the room. I got to get some of that." So I looked it up for him, and I never did tell him how much it cost because we kept getting sidetracked all day long. But for the most part, that's a plus because this guy has never complimented me on anything I've ever worn since I've been working there and he's been there. This is the first cologne that he has said something about, which says a lot. And it is, if I'm saying this wrong, I'm sorry. L'Instant de Guerlain Pour Homme Eau de Parfum by Guerlain. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but L'Instant or L'Instant, however you say it. But this is what the bottle looks like. This is not the right cap. This is just a cap that Matt found to stick onto this, but it works. It does hold, so that's not bad. I'm not complaining about that. The bottle is kind of sophisticated, kind of elegant looking. I like it. It's okay. Kind of heavy a little bit. Decent atomizer. That's damn good spray. Now, when you first smell this, at first I thought I was smelling honey. But it's not honey. it does have a sweetness to it, and I think the sweetness comes from the cocoa bean that's in this. It's very nice. It has anise and jasmine, patchouli, cedar, sandalwood, cocoa beans, lavender, hibiscus seeds, and musk, which is a very manly, masculine type smell. I like it a lot. I wished that I would have gotten more compliments with this. I wasn't on the floor as much as I should have been today. I kind of was loafing around, bullshitting, but you know, sometimes you have to do that. I like this one. Price point, if anybody's interested for this particular bottle that I have, it ranges anywhere from the 20, I think 28, 29 up to about $40, $41, depending on where you get it from. It was several different sites you could have bought this from, because I Googled it. Fragrance X was the one I used as the note point. So I know they have it. Fragrance Net has it. A few other places. I'm pretty sure some of these you may be able to find in discounters, because I have found another one from Guerlain, but I talked about it before. I'll bring that up again when I do the House of Guerlain, because I have a few. Very nice fragrance. This one is, like I said, the only time I'm really going to give note breakdowns is if it's something that I think is worthy of giving note breakdown, and you guys may want to know what's up with it. This one is definitely worth it. I like this one a lot. Just try it out if you have it. You need to give it some more wearing, because I like it. It's nice. Has this nice amber golden looking, beer looking color, which is nice. I like beer. I can't say enough about it. Eau de Parfum concentration. This literally, without me having to reapply, and which I think I did spray at least 1 or 2 sprays on midway through the day, but this one, without me reapplying, was still going. I didn't have to. I just like to reapply sometimes to keep the sillage up. But it's very nice. Pretty much dead on my skin now from what I had on earlier. But off my shirt, I can still smell it. You're going to get about 2 to 2.5 hours, as far as my skin anyway, of decent projection. Longevity was around the 5.5, 6 hour mark. It probably got about 7 hours total, because when I reapplied, it was still on me. It was just a skin scent. And I know some people say when it turns into a skin scent, you don't really count that. But I think I could still smell it. I know I could still smell it, for one, off of my skin. So if I can still smell it, I know other people can smell it. They may not be able to smell it like me standing like a few feet away from them, but I would probably have to walk past them or be sitting next to them or standing next to them for them to smell it. So whatever the case may be, this one is nice. Thank you again, Matt, for this one. And if at any point in time you guys have anything you want to throw out there as a trade, I'm not one to turn down any trades. It's just kind of hard to do trades sometimes when you don't have the funds to do shipping. Especially, you know, with me having this high insurance now, this extra car note. Money is kind of tight with me right now. So another thing is, if anybody has anything that they're interested in me reviewing, you just want to know my point or my take on, let me know, and I can get you my information if you don't have it, so you can ship me anything, some decants, some samples, whatever. We can keep that ball rolling. I didn't really check out any videos today so far. I usually do that at my second job. I'll put my earpiece in, and while I'm doing floors, I'll see what's on YouTube that's updated, and I'll click on and listen to it. So I know last night I listened to a bunch of Ash from Gent Sense reviews, some of his old ones anyway, whatever pops up after the new one. I think he's about the only one I listen to. It's like whatever pops up on my screen and starts playing, it usually plays more than one of that particular genre's videos. So I got a lot of Ash last night. So, and I like him. He's pretty cool dude. That sarcasm is funny as hell on some of the videos, and he's a pretty good guy. So with that being said, I am out of here, guys. I'm gonna smash these pies real quick and try and at least get me a few minutes nap, because I don't have to leave here until 4 something to be there by 5. So I'm out of here, guys. Here's definitely to smelling great. Another great fragrance in the collection. I am out. Peace.